High hopes not to be delivered in Middletown, Connecticut, this time on Curated, brought to you by Yarmouth. Hi everyone, Eric here with another Starbucks review, this time in Middletown, Connecticut. It's technically Washington Street, but I think that most people in this area would consider it to be, quote, Route 66. This location is actually in a really good spot. It shares a parking lot with a home improvement store, a grocery store. There's a traffic light coming off of a really busy Route 66 or Washington Street. And the parking lot itself is actually pretty good. There's a lot of room. It could use the lines being repainted. When I pulled in, I wasn't sure if I was going to be leaving the next driver enough room or not, but I mean, that's a minor point if you really consider it in the grand scheme of things. While you did have to walk across the drive-through line, there was plenty of sort of visibility. So it wasn't like you were going to get clubbed down by a diesel pickup truck that snuck up on you or something. So from a location and outside logistics point of view, I rate this location pretty highly. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 cups. The interior environment and the vibe was actually really good. It was a cold day and I sat by the door, and as you've heard me say in other videos, sometimes I've frozen. This location was totally fine. It was plenty warm. And the playlist was fine. There was a little mix of Taylor Swift in there. Hard to be offended by that, although stay away from the news because you never know what you might read on that front. The location itself was really clean. It seemed to be well taken care of. The furniture was fine, and the bathroom was clean. So from an interior aesthetic, I rate this cafe highly as well, a 4 out of 5 cups. So then the staff in service, and this is where it unfortunately starts to fall apart. The partner at the counter was doing something else, I don't know what, when we came up to order. My wife came with me this time, and in addition to me having to repeat my order 3 times, and look, life happens, people get distracted, not a big deal, right? At the end of the day, we're talking about coffee and tea here. We're not talking about saving lives. However, this thread continues in a moment. But in addition, my wife ordered a yogurt, and you would have thought that, in addition to being interrupted doing whatever else this person was doing, that it was, an imposition to ask for a spoon. So I'm not sure how other people who order food and get yogurts or what have you eat those items, or if they're expected to bring their own utensils, but this seemed to be sort of a big deal. So from a staff and service point of view, unfortunately, this experience yielded a 2.5 out of 5 cup rating. And then on to dependability. And, unfortunately, it continued. And I was really rooting for sort of a great recovery here, but that wasn't to happen. So when my order came out, it was not a black tea, it was a tea latte. And sometimes this happens, and I get it, right? It was a little disappointing given the fact that I did order multiple times. So I ended up getting the proper order. I did end up throwing out, which I felt bad, the latte, and and as a result of that, and the general demeanor, I give the dependability of this location a 1 out of 5 cups. So then we get to the people factor, and this is a location that I should have mentioned is in a college town. Wesleyan University is right down the road, although it's not really a walkable, I guess you could walk it, but it's not really a walkable distance, and it was pretty cold out. This location didn't necessarily have that vibe. In fact, kind of the opposite. It was very sort of people running in, running out. The drive-through, as I might have mentioned, was very busy. So there was kind of a transient sort of feel here, and yes, I get it. It's Starbucks, right? But there weren't many people that were there to just sort of open a book or a laptop or what have you, sit in and sort of enjoy their beverage or get some work done or even work calls, what have you. So there wasn't a really good people vibe. I'm looking forward to going back to this location when the weather gets a little bit warmer, and then I'll mix it up both week and weekend, and just see what it's like. Maybe it was just the time of the day. By the way, I have gone to this location in the past, so it's not like it was my very first time there. I thought I would just footnote that, but the people factor here wasn't very high, and as a result, I would give it a 2 out of 5 cups. So overall, unfortunately, I didn't rate this location very highly. I think it actually got my lowest rating to date at 2.7 out of 5 cups. Thank you for watching my review. As always, please like and subscribe and give me some feedback in the comments. I hope to see you soon at a Starbucks location near you.